Hello, and welcome back to the Abundant Joy Tarot. This is Ade. I wanted to give a little celebration because I hit 20 subscribers. All of those of you who have subscribed to my channel, I want to thank you. My ultimate goal is to be able to reach even the one person who finds my channel who needs whatever that reading is that I'm giving at that time. So it's truly a blessing to me to see that 20 people have actually subscribed. I hope that what I am able to offer is a benefit to you and brings you closer on your soul journey toward joy, love, and abundance. So again, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And so today is actually the 6th day of these readings that I was inspired to do by the 222. And so what we're doing is investigating what your guides or slash angels want you to discover or want you to know. And so what I've been doing is pulling 2 either charm or affirmation cards, 2 oracle cards, and 2 tarot cards. And since this was the final day, I decided I would pull the charms and the affirmations, and then probably 2 of each of the oracle cards as well as the tarot cards. So that's where we're at. Let's go ahead and get started with you getting the piles to choose. I'm just going to, for those who like to kind of jump right in, I'm just going to put the charm cards for each pile. So that's for 1. Oops, coming out. 2, and looks like it's going to be this one here for 3. Okay, so those are going to be the charm cards. And then if you'd like to choose by crystals, then we have the Sodalite crystal for 1. We have the Hematite crystal, and that's for 2. And then we've got the Amethyst crystal for 3. Okay, so if you'd like to go ahead and jump into your readings, you're welcome to do that. You'll find the timestamps in the descriptions. Otherwise, I will pause and then go ahead and pick the rest of the piles for the readings, but I will see you, excuse me, in your readings. All right. So continuing on, then we are going to continue to pick the piles for our readings here. And so we're going to pull from the Starlight Oracle. So, for pile 1. And for pile 2, what do guides, angels want to, I think it goes like this actually, us to discover or to know. And for pile 3, what guidance? Oops, looks like it was actually. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I'm not sure on that one, y'all. So, okay. All right, so those are the affirmation / charm cards. And then we're going to pull, let's try something a little different. So from the Enchanted Map Oracle cards, I'm going to see if it gives me 2 for each pile. So we got 1 and 2. Okay. And then for pile, jumping all over, for pile 2. Yeah, I thought it was that one because it was starting to come up there. That one, and looks like this one. Okay. And then for pile 3, they popping right out. Pile 3. All right, so those are going to be the Enchanted Map Oracles. We're going to pull the Cosmic Oracles today. So for pile number 1, Spirit, what guidance do we need for pile number 1? Looks like 1 and 2. And for pile number 2, Spirit, what guidance do we need for pile number 2? Pile number 2. Like 1 and 2. And then for pile number 3. I hope everybody is having a joyful day. There's 1. Oops, and there it is too. All right. Okay, so those are the oracle cards. And then we're going to go ahead and pull the Tarot cards. We're pulling from the Awaken Tarot deck. Enjoy this deck. They're a little bit easier to shuffle as well. Also, I wanted to ask, if you guys are hearing this, if there are certain readings that you're interested in me doing, please put those in the comments. If there are readings that you hear here that resonate with you, let me know what pile resonated with you. That would be great. And just helps to give me some insight into how you all are receiving. All right. Okay, so for pile number one, we need, oops, looks like that's going to be one. Pile number one. Feeling like it's like these middle cards here. It's two. And then for pile number two, I'm really feeling like I need to be pulling four, but I'm going to try to restrain myself. And what I'll do is just, if I need to do any clarifying, I'll do the clarifying in the actual reading. So, for pile number three, what cards do we need? Looks like it's going to be that one. And one more for pile number three. All right, so those are going to be our piles today. So I'll probably read them somewhat like this. Okay, this will be pile number one with the Sodalite. And we have pile number two with the Hematite crystal. And pile number three with the Amethyst. Oops. So those are our piles. Oopsie, there we go. And you can go down to the description and choose which pile you want and go directly to the timestamp for that. If more than one pile strikes you, feel free to listen to those piles as well. There might be a message in there for you. Also understand that, this is a general reading, so it may not resonate with everyone, but, sort of take what resonates with you and leave the rest, if you will. Hopefully it will resonate with you, and I will look forward to seeing you in the readings. Okay, thanks so much. Hello, pile number one, and welcome back to the Abundant Joy Tarot. This is Ade, and if you have chosen the Sodalite crystal, this is your pile, all right? And we are about to start the reading. I just want to thank you all. If you were not in the pile picking, I want to thank you for subscribing. If you have subscribed to the channel, my goal is really to be able to bring a message to anyone who happens to turn into the channel. And so I was delighted to see that I've actually reached 20 subscribers. We are just exploring today, what do your spirit guides and angels want you to discover? What do they want you to know? And so let's jump right into your reading then. So the card that you have here, oh, beautiful. It's love to the moon and back. And really what this card is saying, it's about how you love, really. How are you stepping into love, and love is such a high vibrational energy and can be so healing, so the way that we allow ourselves to love, open ourselves to love, to receive love and to give love is a beautiful thing. And so I feel like your guides are in that card, just reminding you that love, there's no distance in which love cannot reach, right? to love to the moon and back. It's a beautiful sentiment. All right. Your charm card is the candy bar. All right. And it's really talking about this idea of sweetness, right? Embrace and display more of your sweetness and kindness to others. But it's being mindful. Don't overindulge in certain areas of your life, i.e., spending, eating, substance abuse, any of those spaces. It's never good to sort of overindulge in things, but to allow yourself the taste of sweetness. This is also saying explore your options. There is a variety to choose from in regards to travel destinations, dating, job options, the choices that you are able to make in your life. Your guides are really saying like this is a wide universe. This is a wide world. There is a lot of opportunities for you in terms of what you can do. Open yourself, expand your thinking around what is possible for your world. All right. That is what this card is saying to me very clearly. So we pulled some tarot cards. So let's jump into what your tarot cards are saying here. And we've got the Two of Wands and we've got the Queen of Cups. What a lovely combination. The Two of Wands and the Queen of Cups. Okay, so the Two of Wands, so you see here, he's got the world in his hands. The Two of Wands in this, what I'm receiving from this card is that, it's really talking about making a decision, but not just making a decision, but beginning to take action and bring whatever it is that you're doing out into the world, taking whatever step you need to take on the situation. So if you have a certain situation in mind, it's really saying, look, you have the things that you need. You have the resources that you need. Even if maybe you think maybe you don't, I just got that in my head, but you do. You have the resources you need or they are coming to you, okay? And use those resources to make the decision. And now in combination with the Queen of Cups, it tells me very clearly that if you're deciding between two or a couple of things, this card very clearly says you need to follow the thing that most pulls your heart. Okay, because the Queen of Cups, she is really like a very compassionate, loving energy. She is also very protective. The Queen of Cups really trusts her instincts and her intuition. She sort of leads from that space as well, okay? And so that tells me that with the Queen of Cups here, in conjunction with the Two of Wands, that in whatever situation you're dealing with, you need to lean on your instincts, okay? So if you feel like, well, I don't really lean on my intuition, right? Lean on your instincts. That's what she does, is she leans on her instincts, that gut feeling that you have. I need to move forward in this way. Don't ignore it because maybe it feels like it is the rational way to go. She is really more based on that gut feeling, and that gut feeling guiding you in the direction that you need to go. So right now in this reading, in this particular situation, that is what I'm seeing in the cards here, is that is what you need to use to make the decision. And then you need to not just make the decision, loves, but you need to actually take action in that decision. Okay, so that's what these cards are saying here. So I believe your guides are saying very clearly, not only do we have your back, but we need you to actually take some action forward in the direction of the thing that is pulling on your heart, or that you feel in your gut that this is the direction in which you need to go. Okay, that's a very clear message. So let's see what we've got for your oracle cards. And we have got, I'm hoping you guys can see that. Okay. Beautiful, lovely, lovely, lovely oracle cards. Okay, so we've got two more after this, but we'll look at these first here. So we've got the Mountain, okay, and then we've got the Magic Prayer. The Mountain card is just such a lovely card because it speaks of when we have obstacles in our life that feel like they are just too insurmountable. Just really, really difficult obstacles to get around. And our instinct is, okay, we've just got to buckle down and climb up this mountain. But this card is asking you, and I feel like this is what your guide's advice is to you very clearly, is that there's more than one ways to get around a mountain. They're asking you to be flexible and adaptable. They're asking you to adapt. Like when we approach a mountain, how does the river get around the mountain? The river flows around the mountain. It adapts itself, right? It goes into the crevices. Can you, in your situation, is there a way that you can shift the way that you're moving so that you're approaching the mountain in a different way? Okay, if you've approached a conversation in the same way time after time and time, maybe it's a different way to do it. Maybe you don't do it with an actual conversation. Maybe you do it with a gift of some kind. I don't know why that's coming to mind. But shifting the way that you're approaching the situation, all right? Allow yourself to be adaptable. Is there a tunnel underneath the mountain, right? Can you come around it, but underneath it, rather than trying to climb to the top of it and go over? Can you fly above it in some way, right? It's all about how can you adapt to your situation. That's what this card says very clearly. Mountains. And the thing is that as you adapt, the other thing about this card is it's saying you will be able to cross this mountain. You will be able to get to the other side of this mountain. You just need to adjust how you're approaching the climb. All right. So that is a very clear message. And then this card is one of my favorite cards, and it is about the magic prayer. It says very clearly in this card that lean back as she's doing there. Speak from your heart and speak your prayer out to your higher power, God, your angels, the universe, whatever you choose as your path in this life to believe in, even if it is your own instincts and your own intuition. But speak into that. Speak into that higher power. And trust and know that your prayers are going to be answered. That's why it is a magic prayer, because it is saying that these prayers, that the prayers that you have been leaning on, perhaps the prayer that you have in your mind right now, it will be answered, okay? But it is what the card is requiring of you is to surrender, okay? It is asking you to surrender, loves. That is really all that it's asking of you. So this card here is saying adapt to your situation, be flexible, take a step back and look at the situation and see, is there another approach, and take that different alternative approach. You might not be the regular standard conventional way to get to your goal. You may have to go a different way. You may have to go through the back door, okay? You may have to go through the side entrance, right? That's what I'm hearing. So just take that in mind and approach your situation differently. Let's look at your final two oracle cards here. And let's see if you can see the full cards. I'll go ahead and put them up here so that you can see them. Oh, this is such a lovely reading, y'all, because, okay, so you've got transformation, which is 33, which actually equals out to 6. And this is very much like, she almost looks like a human butterfly coming out of the cocoon, okay? Just such a powerful image. What I find so deep. I mean, we often talk about, the butterfly is obviously the symbol of transformation. A lot of people use that, the caterpillar being transformed. But the thing is like, it truly has to die. It becomes like a liquid. It truly changes form to be able to transform into the butterfly. And then when it has to burst out into the butterfly, it's actually painful because it has to get the blood flowing to its wings so it can actually take flight. So it's not always, this process of transformation is not always an easy one, and it can really feel like it has taken us by surprise. But this card is telling you that you're going through a beautiful transformation of self. Okay, and the process is probably very challenging and difficult at times. All right, so just breathe, loves, because it's going to be okay when you get to the other side. When you're in the midst of it, it doesn't feel like that. I know it doesn't feel like that. And I just want to wrap you in a warm cocoon, but you may be in a space in which you have existed in a space that has felt like it was warm and protected and safe within your cocoon. And now all of a sudden it's being peeled from you, and it can feel very alarming, right? But have no fear or concern, because you're embarking on a remarkable journey that will invoke and touch your soul, which truly, y'all, isn't that what this all about? We're all on a soul journey of some kind, all right? And in the road to getting to evolution, right? In evolution of your soul, there has to be transformation. We have to go through change. We have to develop and grow. And so this card is just telling you, it's kind of saying, hey, we recognize where you are. You're definitely going through this, but understand, beloved, that this is what you wished for. This is what you're actually asked for. You wanted a greater understanding. You wanted greater clarity. You wanted greater connection or greater love in your life. You wanted these things. And so the universe and your higher guides and spirits are trying to provide that for you. And in order to do that, you're going to have to transform. But the beauty that you will bring into the world, y'all, you're going to inspire. You will inspire not only yourself, but all of those individuals around you. The light, I mean, think about when you see a butterfly, the lightness of their flight, the color in their wings, the softness of their touch. You know, we even talk about butterfly kisses, right? And how soft they are and how sweet they are. There's just such a beautiful space in which you are going to, my loves. And I just think that that's beautiful. So it's asking you to courageously embrace this transformation with love. All right. Embrace this transformation with love. And one of the ways that you're going to have to do that is with your self-worth. This card is so important. It's so important. Because Lord knows the journey to raising our vibration on our self-worth is a mini, long, boulder trip. But I am telling you, you need to raise your vibration of self-worth, okay? Because ultimately, this card is telling you, you are enough. Do you really know how worthy, amazing, and unique you are? You are incredible. Gosh, each human being is so unique and beautiful in the way that they stand in this world. It is amazing that we have a soul and that we are growing in the ways that we are. Step back from trying to justify your existence, y'all. Just stop it. Stop trying to justify who you are, what you are, where you are, etc., to anybody around you or even to yourself. Know that you are enough just as you are, just where you are in this moment, at this time, because nobody is perfect. And the people that you may be comparing yourself are not perfect either. So you are a beautiful manifestation of who you are. And the more that you fully embrace that, the more that you fully embrace who you truly are, the more that you are going to be able to gain and get from this life, okay? You are worthy, and it is really time to stop walking in the shadow of others. Stand in your own light, okay? Take your place in your own golden chair, as it says. All right, it's beautiful. The more you come to see your own value and worth, the more others come to see these qualities within you. So embrace them. Look in the mirror and know that you are enough. Okay, y'all, so the camera did cut out there right at the end, but I was just commenting on stepping out of your shadow, stepping out of the shadow of others, and embracing your self-worth. This is a beautiful reading, you all. We really have come to the end of the reading, but I just wanted to kind of quickly just sort of recap where we are. So we started with, your guide saying, love to the moon and back. Love big, y'all. Love big is really what that is saying. Love big, love wide. And to the guidance here is don't overindulge, but embrace your sweetness and kindness to others. Lean into kindness to others. And also explore your options and possibilities. The world is wide to you. Your tarot cards are saying very clearly, in a situation that you're dealing with right now, it's time to go out into the world, y'all. It's time to go ahead and make that choice. You have the resources you need. Just lean on your instincts and your gut feelings or your intuition to be the guiding choice, because the Queen of Cups is here. So it's reminding us that this is from where she leads, okay? And this is so suggesting that that's where you need to lead as well. And then we've got the Mountain, which is talking about adaptability and flexibility. When you feel like you're facing an obstacle in your situation, how can you shift the way you're moving? The magic prayer. Make sure you're speaking out what it is that you desire, because the universe is saying that your prayers will be answered at this time. That is what this card is saying. And then we talked deeply about the transformation that you're going through, the difficulty of that journey, but the beauty that is coming out at the end of that. And then leaning deeply into your self-worth, because the higher your vibration of self-worth, the higher the vibration of that you are bringing to your life, to the people that are around you, to what you are able to do in your life, to what you see in the outer reflection of your life. So I hope that you gained something from this. I want to thank you so much for joining in at the Abundant Joy Tarot. I am Ade. If you like the messages that you're receiving or what I'm doing here, I ask that you please like, share, and subscribe. My goal is to make sure that the people who need to hear the messages that I'm giving are the ones that actually receive it. I want to thank you so much. I hope you have a joyful day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next reading. Bye, everybody. Hello, pile number 2. If you have chosen the Hematite crystal, this is your pile. And welcome back to the Abundant Joy Tarot. This is Ade. Thank you so much for joining me. I really want to thank you all for those of you have liked or subscribed or shared any of the videos. I really, really appreciate it. I'm amazed by it. I'm really just being led to provide whatever guidance I can to anyone who finds their way to the channel. And I was like thrilled to see that I had 20 subscribers. I was like, wow. So anyway, I hope that you are having a joyful day, and let's get into your reading. So this is for pile number 2. And the card that you have here is reevaluate. In the starlit sky, we still look for the falling stars. You know, and the falling stars are magic, right? When we see a falling stars, we see the magic in it. And this card is telling me, you know, that your guides are also telling you that it is time in your life, depending on what situation that you're dealing with right now, to take a step back, and look at the vastness of the stars. Look at the things that are quote unquote falling, right? Like, what are those falling stars in your life? What are the things that you need to pay attention to? And also, you know, also look for the magic. Look for the magic that is falling in your life and lean unto that. Lean unto that magic. But there's also really a clear message of when we reevaluate, we look at something from a new direction. We take a new approach to it. We look at the wider view, if you will, of the situation. And so that is the message that I feel like is coming through loud and clear on that initial card that you've got. The other charm that you've got is the baseball cap. Well, look at that. Okay, Spirit, it's time to lay low, take a step back, and evaluate any meaning to a particular situation. Be mindful of what meaning you place on things, okay? Because that can either cause agony, sorrow, or joy in abundance, okay? Be cautious about what you choose to believe things mean. Other people's actions, other situations that occur. If you go out, for example, and you can't, I don't know, you can't find your keys or whatever. And it's like, you place a meaning on that, like, oh, I can't find my keys because, I need to just stay at home and not do anything, right? Well, no, it just may be that you can't find your keys right now. And maybe you need to find one place to put your keys, as I do. One place to put your keys so that you're never looking for them, right? But what my point is that we apply, as human beings, that's what we do. We apply meanings to pretty much everything that happens in our life. Some words that people say, the actions that people do, the situations that just occur randomly, natural events like the news stories, whatever it might be, we apply a meaning to it. But this is telling me that you need to be conscious of what meaning have you applied to a particular situation. And it may be time to just look at that again and see if that's actually a meaning that is going to serve you. Is that the right meaning for this situation right now? This card is also saying, take time for more inner child play and healing. Lighten yourself a bit. And the other thing is so this is also talking about energy, because it's saying protect your energy more in social settings. Cleanse when you return home. So some of you that may be ultra sensitive, as I can be, and also empathic as I also can be or am. You may need to be extra conscious in social situations. Be conscious of what you're receiving, because sometimes we apply meanings to things because we have received that. If you're empathic, you've received that information, right? But you need to be conscious of what it is that you actually need to take in for yourself when you're dealing with a situation that has to do with you and your life, right? Like what is it that you need to do? And in that way, you need to protect your energy. And so there's ways in which you can come home and make sure you cleanse yourself in some way. And there's various ways to cleanse yourself, depending on what your tradition is. You can lean onto that to understand, what might be a good way to cleanse yourself. But just even as simple as using your words to cleanse yourself, to ask for cleansing and clarity over you. Some people use water, flowers, earth elements, Florida water, various things. Okay. But it's just asking you to be cognizant of your energy. It may be that you just come home and take a shower when you come home from a social event. All right. So various ways to do that. But let's jump into your tarot before I get on a tangent around that and see what we've got here. So we have got oh my goodness, that's what's going on. Okay. So you've got the Three of Swords and you've got the Ace of Pentacles. Oh, lovely. Okay. Three of Swords is not so lovely, but the Ace of Pentacles is. So I'm going to speak about the Three of Swords. So this may be why Spirit is asking you to take a step back and look at the meaning of a situation that you're currently going through. The Three of Swords, I'm so sorry, all of you loves who chose pile number 2 that are in the space of the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is about a heartbreak, a loss, a grief of some kind that has really had you take an emotional hit. Okay. You can feel like your world is very dark in some ways. Right now, you may be in a state of emotional upheaval, okay? And this is, as painful as it is really a part of our journey, y'all. And I feel like the guides are really just acknowledging that if you're listening to this reading, you may be in that space. Either in that space currently right now or recently passing from that space. And I really am just sending you just such a huge virtual hug, love and light. Know that when you're in this space, you are not alone. I feel like that's why your guides are speaking on it. I'm also getting the information that allow yourself to be open to the words or guidance of some of the people around you, people that you trust. Okay. Sometimes we're in this space when people try to come at us and sort of say, oh, it's going to be okay. Or, you're brilliant. You're going to be fine. You're lovable. You're these things. Our tendency is to want to block that out and just because it's so painful. It's almost painful to hear those words when we're experiencing this emotional pain. And I feel like Spirit is saying, at least to me, as I'm hearing right now, that you need to allow yourself to receive. Even and know that you can ask for what you need. If you just need to sit with someone that you love and be still and be quiet and just be in their energy or be held in some way, you are allowed to ask for that, loves. You're allowed to ask for that. You are not alone. Everybody goes through this space of heartbreak and grief. It feels like when you're in it, that this is the worst thing ever and that nobody could really feel this much pain. But trust and know that you will move through it. And the cards are telling me so. So I'm excited to share with you that the Ace of Pentacles talks about just a luscious, beautiful new beginning. Okay. It is a space of growth and abundance. It says something new and exciting is about to enter your life, y'all. This could be a new job. It could be a raise. It could be a financial windfall of some kind. Usually the pentacles speak to these type of material things. They can also speak to what is foundational in your life. So it can also speak to family, firm foundations in your life, if there is a permanent sort of steady love that you're dealing with, okay? But there's a newness that is coming in to your life. It says to make sure that you're taking action. In this space of the Three of Swords, sometimes we feel that we're at a stalemate. It's impossible to move. We feel it's painful to move, right? But they're asking you to take a breath, y'all. Take a breath. And take whatever action you can to continue to keep your eyes on the prize and move toward your dreams. Do not give up. This message is a clear message of not giving up on your dreams, not giving up on yourself, continuing to move forward, because they are saying very clearly that something new is coming your way, y'all. Something new is coming your way. So hang in there. Hang in there. Let's look at your oracle cards. So we have got, beautiful, perfect, just what we need. Okay, so we've got the sacred pool and we've got movement. So the sacred pool is all about what are you seeing in your reflection. If you're in the space of Three of Wands, you may not really be truly seeing what is in your reflection. When you look in the mirror, are you seeing the spark of divine in your beautiful eyes? Even through your tears, love? Are you seeing your amazing, radiant soul shining through in the mirror? This sacred pool is about really deeply seeing yourself, taking the evaluation to really be able to see who you are, okay? Who you are. The world, your outer world is going to be a reflection of your thoughts, feelings, and belief. Embody the love you wish to see in the world. You've got to really love on yourself and begin to cultivate that in yourself. So what you see as an outer reflection is what is going on in your inner world. So right now, if you're in this space, you may not be seeing that in your outer world. And I am encouraging you, and your guides are encouraging you to love deeply on yourself, reevaluate the situation, provide a new meaning to it. Okay? Provide a new meaning to it. Take a detached self-examination. Look with rigorous honesty, okay? Look to see how far have you really come, y'all, because the divine is telling you we are proud of what you have done, that you are to be celebrated. The uniqueness that you are bringing, the service you're bringing to the world is here to be celebrated, and your guides are here to celebrate it. See the love within you and know that if you cast it out into the waters, it is going to return back to you tenfold. It is asking you to really look inside yourself, find your pool of love, and allow it to come forth first for yourself and then for the world. All right. And then this card is so lovely because it is really talking about movement. This card is saying it is time to move. There is a movement afoot in your life. Okay. It is, you are at a time of positive forward motion. All right. This is beautiful. And this entity, I don't know if you can see, like there is a lot of movement here. He's carrying the whole world. You can take your whole world and move it to another location. You hear me? So if you are not feeling it, if you're in pain or sorrow in your world, you can move your world. You can literally move your outside world by moving your inner world. All right? This is saying this is a time for positive momentum. You're coming out of a period of restriction and stagnation and possible pain, y'all. So you may feel compelled to take a trip, do something different, change your hair, wear a new outfit, change your lipstick, or change your shoes. Okay, whatever it may be. Do something to help you compel yourself forward, to move forward, no matter what you're thinking about, whatever your inquiry, whatever your situation, you will see your dreams take form, and doors that have been previously closed are going to burst open for you. That is a beautiful card, and thank you, Spirit and Guides, for that, because this beloved spirit, these beloved souls that chose pile number 2 may be in a sense of heartbreak, but this message is very clear, you all, that newness is coming afoot in your life, that you are to move forward in the direction of your dreams and your goals. 100%. Okay, beautiful. So your other cards, wow. Okay, patience. Whew, I feel like I have to take a breath, y'all. Patience. How difficult it is to be patient. I'm going to tell y'all, I'm an Aries, so we struggle. We be on the struggle bus with the patience. So if you're an Aries, that might be a message for you. But all of us, whatever your astrological sign, can struggle with patience. We can struggle with a divine timing. This is your guide saying very clearly, trust the divine timing. The other thing it's saying is don't be so hasty to move directly to the end of your goals, okay? Don't be so hasty to do that. What they're asking you to do is to understand where you are right now. What's happening right now is preparing you for whatever else you need. The lessons in the moment you need to be fully present for, because they're giving you the wisdom, the strength, the patience, the resilience, the love that you need to fully embody the blessings that are coming your way, y'all. Excuse me, I got something caught in my throat. So you may you may be having struggle right now with your throat chakra. So if that is a message for anybody out there, to allow to step into and allow yourself to speak on what it is that you need. If you're feeling stifled in any way, your spirit guides are telling you very clearly, speak on what you need, and also sit in and rejoice in your now. Be present fully for your now, because there are gifts that are present in your now, even if you feel that you are in pain. In the middle of that pain is a gift for you, my loves. It's a gift. So have patience to receive it and know that more goodness is coming your way. And y'all, I can say it's true, because the card is the celebration card, okay? It says your light is radiant. Be open to spiritual and material blessings coming your way. So I'm not speaking out the side of your mouth, my mouth. The cards are confirming it, that in fact, celebration is coming into your life. Newness is coming into your life. Movement is coming into your life. This is a beautiful message from your guides, you all, that even if you're feeling stuffed, stifled, hurt, broken, in grief or sorrow, that it is time to celebrate, loves, that your achievements need to be celebrated because you deserve it. You are being honored for all that you have already achieved. You may be in a space of feeling like, I haven't done anything. I'm not. You're feeling down on yourself that you haven't accomplished the amazing things you've done. And Spirit is saying you are a radiant, beautiful soul who has done amazing things, who has touched many, many people. You have already assisted so many souls to express their own unique light. Spirit has seen your tireless work at all hours on a project, and that the time and energy and love you have dedicated to the many, many, many things, projects, and souls that you have been working on hasn't necessarily been easy. And they understand that and they see that. But there is much to be celebrated here. You are amazing, radiant, beautiful. And so you are very honored in your work, or you will be very honored if you're not feeling that right now. Take this time to reflect on your achievements. You are truly a gift of the universe. And remember that you are never alone. You're always guided by teachers, guardians, angels, energies at the higher realms. All right. And your earthly needs and requirements are and will always be taken care of. If you're in a state of worry or distress, know that those doors will open to you. Trust and believe, okay, that you are loved and appreciated for the beautiful soul that you are right now. Celebrate life right now. Celebrate you right now. And this is what I see for you all in your reading for pile number 2. I hope that you are able to receive something for it. I'm so sorry for any pain that you might be experiencing right now, but I am joyful in the message from Spirit that newness is coming in for you, that celebration is at hand, that you have the opportunity to really embrace where you are right now, but also begin to take steps and movements forward in your life. With that, I want to thank you again for joining the Abundant Joy Tarot. This is Ade. If you like the messages that you're receiving, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel so that I can reach the people who need to receive me. Thank you so much. I hope you have a joyful day, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye-bye. Hello, pile 3. If you have chosen this amethyst crystal, this is your pile. This is pile 3. Welcome to the Abundant Joy Tarot. This is Ade. If you did not hear the intro, I just wanted to say thank you for those of you who have subscribed, liked, or shared the video. My goal is to be able to reach whatever souls reach this message for whatever message they need to receive. I hope to be a light in that way. And so I'm so happy to have you here. This is, we're investigating what your spirit guides want you to discover what they want you to know. This is the 6th reading in a set of 6 readings that I did, inspired by seeing the number 222 again and again. And so this is the reading for pile 3. So let's see what you have. Let's dig in. Okay. So your first card is, trust. Trust the light in you. The light in you cannot be dimmed. Yes, the light in you cannot be dimmed. Wow. So I feel like the very clear message is that your guides are saying to lean on yourself. So often we do not trust ourselves. Like, I think that there's a wider message here around trust. But, what I'm picking up right now from this card is to trust in yourself. So often we think, we don't trust our own thinking, our own intuition, our own feelings, our own gut feelings. And I feel like your guides are saying very clearly, like, you can trust yourself. Trust yourself, loves. All you beautiful souls that chose pile number 3, trust. Okay, and let's see what we've got here. So your charm is duck. Well, look at that. Okay, Spirit. It's okay to trust others. Certain people are placed in your life for friendship and inner growth. Okay, and then it's saying, give yourself more grace, kindness, and flexibility. Try not to be too hard on yourself. Okay, that seems to be a message that is coming through all these piles. There's such a message of having compassion, generosity, and kindness towards yourself and others, okay? And this now is adding on trust in yourself, okay? It's time to move on from a problem you are facing. It's time to move on. So if there's a situation that you're dealing with that you're really struggling with, well, just like the duck, okay? Just like the duck, you need to let it be like water off a duck's back, y'all, and let it go. Let it go like water off a duck's back. That came very clearly with the duck card meaning, y'all. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Seriously, it is asking you to look at a situation or a problem that might be challenging for you. It may be time to move on, either take a different approach to it, but somehow come out of that space of just being in suffering or pain around it, right? Do something different, shift, or literally walk away from it, okay? And trust yourself to make the right decision about that. Trust yourself. And this is also an invitation, I feel like, from your guides, that it's okay to trust others. It's okay to trust others. Let's see what your tarot cards are saying to see if this can give us a fuller picture of the situation. Oh, okay. So this card is a little bit covered up because it's got some nakedness going on. And those are the YouTube rules. You can't be showing naked bodies. So, and sometimes the tarot cards it's not salacious, but they do have a little bit of nakedness going on. We are naked sometimes in our humanness. But anyway, let me get off of the nakedness. So you've got the 3 of Pentacles. Well, wow, look at that. So talk about trusting others. The 3 of Pentacles is talking about working with others on an endeavor to take something that maybe you're already working on to a new level, make it even bigger, even greater than it can be. That there is an energy of collaboration here, of working with the community or working just with other people. So again, I feel like Spirit is reminding us that it's okay for you to trust in others, particularly as you're moving forward with whatever situation you're dealing with, in terms of having a collaborative work together, okay? Having a collaborative work together. The Judgment card is a really lovely card to be aligned with this, because it talks about looking, having a new perspective, improvement, having a sense of forgiveness and a change of perspective, absolution of some kind. So not only forgiving others, but also forgiving yourself, like trusting in yourself to be able to move forward. If you're able to do that, I feel like there's really a great blessing or joy that is coming from this work that you're doing in community with others. I'm really getting the sense of like, I don't know if like maybe you all are, some of you may be, I hate that term, but like people who work with others, like are healers in some way, maybe in the medical field, or teachers, or even just collaborating in some way, some way in the supporting people, you know, in any way, in any capacity. You can also be in a corporate environment, and, you know, even in the way that you interact with others, how you are supporting people. You know, it feels like you have a spirit of collaboration, and your guides are saying to lean unto that spirit, right? That there is some blessing for you within the work that you can do with the community. This card also speaks of a kind of learning together, if you will, like a sense of the community coming together to learn. So that may be a component of the situation that you're dealing with, that there is an opening, gaining a new understanding. What came to mind is like if you're doing any diversity work or anything like that, or doing any work where you help people to see a new perspective, a new idea on something, that is something that is truly blessed in this endeavor as well. Really, that's really just such a lovely card. And I love that the Judgment card is here, because it's talking about, it says it's a time to accept yourself, okay, your flaws and all. So again, trust yourself more deeply, right? The past is behind you, is no longer something that you need to be dealing with. And the future is calling for you. It's like this trumpeter, this angel is saying, da, 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 move forward to your future. And you can do that within community. Live your life according to your own beliefs and standards. And gain, and you'll find that you, being the author of your own life, are also influencing the individuals and the energies and situations around you. So to really kind of lean unto yourself, really, is what I'm getting from this card. And whatever your situation is, you know, it may be a work project of some kind. It could even be a building within your family, right? Because Pentacles, they speak to material wealth, but they also speak to sort of foundational structures in our life. Okay, it may be something that you're doing in community with church, if you do church, or a spiritual community of some kind. It could be just a social community that you're dealing with. It could be any number of things that you're working on, but the blessing is in through collaboration, collective work. Okay. And let's see what your oracle cards are. And you've got love. Oh, interesting. So there we are again with this idea of the healing arts. Okay, so this card, Heal the Ouch, is it's giving me two things, right? So one thing is, obviously, look at this little raccoon. He's like healing the little fox. Okay, so there is a sense of like not only your personal healing. I feel like the gods are saying that it is time now for you to do your own healing. Okay, to do your own healing work. Reach out for, I'm getting this idea of reaching out for community, and maybe that is in connection with this Three of Pentacles. If you've thought about doing something in community that might be healing toward you in some way, whether that be an exercise class, a yoga class, some sort of meditation group thing that's out there, a prayer group, that may be something that you've been considering. It could even be in the creative realm, in doing some artwork with other individuals, in community with other work, taking a painting class or a drawing class of some kind, journaling or writing. All these things are just sort of coming to mind right now. So take what you want and leave the rest. But there's a sense of like coming to collectively with others to heal. And whatever that might look for you in your life. The other piece that I'm getting from this card in terms of healing the ouch is you actually may be a healer. Like I really am getting the sense that there are people that are listening to this that are maybe literally healers, i.e. in the medical field of some kind, or the healing arts, massage, or some type of healing arts. There's so many realms of healing arts. I couldn't possibly name all of them. Even tarot, or even in providing spiritual readings or spiritual healings to other people, baths, or whatever it might be. Whatever it might be, this is sort of speaking to that your guides are speaking to you being able to be a healer and to heal the ouch. Okay. So there's this idea of healing yourself and finding ways to do that in a collective way. And also, it also may be also calling on you to take your healing, if you are already a healer, to take your healing to another level and provide it to a larger group. If you've been doing it on maybe a smaller scale, this may be that your guides are saying, hey, beloved, you are a healer. We're giving you the tools to be a healer. We want you to reach a larger audience to do that. That is what I am hearing. Okay, the other part of healing the ouch is some of you may have some relationships or situations that you have been dealing with or have dealt with in the past that you need to heal from or heal with. Right? That this may also be a sign of reconciliation of some kind, stepping into a level of forgiveness. Forgiveness is also an act of healing, right? It's a healing of yourself. It's also a healing, an offering to others, okay? And so it's really, I feel that this card, particularly in this reading, is speaking to looking at healing the ouch on all of those three levels. So healing self, particularly maybe through community, looking at ways that if you are already a healer in the healing space of some kind, looking at ways that you can expand your healing, and then also looking at, are there situations in your life in which you need to heal the ouch, heal the relationship of some kind through forgiveness? All right. The other card that you've got is intention. And I love this card so much because I grew up with these little, and don't ask me what they are because honestly, I just literally just went through my head. Are they dandelions? Maybe they're dandelions. But when they come out in the spring and you can pick them up and blow and make a wish. I can't even tell you how many I have done. I love these so much. I used to love them as a kid. They brought me so much joy. But this card is really talking about an intention. And you see this owl is sitting on an egg, and the egg really tells me that there's an idea or a creative project or something that is about to be birthed. It could be an actual birth if any of you are in pregnancy or dealing with birthing a life of some kind, or bringing a new life into something, like bringing a new life into a relationship you're in, or bringing new life into your home, whether that be through adoption or foster care or something. I don't know why that is coming to mind, but that is what is coming to mind. And this card is talking about intention. And intention is a very powerful thing, okay? So deliberate and clear intentions have the power to change your world and to change the world of those around you, all right? There's a beautiful message here about that your objectives are going to be fulfilled at this time. If you hold your intentions, if you hold your objectives with a clear intention, inspired intentions are like magic arrows shot into the sky, just like those little dandelion leaves that go out into the sky, they're said to make wishes, and that the angels are going to pick up your wishes and take them and go and get to work on them. And there's this idea that your intentions that you're setting out into the world are being sent out to your guides and your angels. They're picking them up and they're going and getting at work at helping you to make it manifest. The universe is bringing you a gift. That's what these are, is a gift showing you that you're hitting the mark. Okay. So when you see that gift come into your space, acknowledge it, loves. When you notice that something has come forward, acknowledge it and acknowledge that this is a piece of something that is moving you towards your intention. Okay. This talks about synchronicity, okay? Allow for synchronicity to work its magic in your life. You may see things that are like, oh, wow, that's deep that's happening connected. It's just like this idea of having trust, right? So we saw trust, and then the next card was literally trust in others, as well as let things roll off of your back like water off a duck's back, okay? But anyway, that was that. But this is talking about that good intentions of others may also inspire you to send out beautiful ones of your own. Own the life that you want to lead. All right. Be deliberate about it. Be clear about it. Set your intentions and you will see it flow into your life. That is gorgeous. Lovely energies. Let's look at your final oracle cards here. So you've got communication and compassion. Wow. This communication card is a really, really deep card because it is really speaking to a lesson. One of the most important lessons that I think that we have as human beings is about communication. The card is also speaking to that you right now, all of you beautiful souls who chose pile number 3, may be feeling unheard in some way in your life, or that, you're not being listened to in some way in your life. The biggest lesson about communication is that we need to listen to be truly heard. And that can sound counterintuitive. Okay. We can think, oh, we need to speak to be heard. But sometimes we need to listen to be truly heard. There is power in listening. What may be happening right now in your life is you may be feeling like, what happens if we feel like we're not being heard or we're not being listened to? We tend to have kind of a whirlpool of agitation and frustration that cause this cycle of non-communication, you will, that it becomes passed back and forth. You feel like you're not being heard, and so you're elevated in certain ways, and so then the other individual is coming back with you at the same energy because they're feeling attacked in some way. And so then you get into this ugly, vicious cycle of the energy that is more about resistance and defiance rather than ultimately what you both really want, which is just simply to be heard, right? To be heard and to be seen. The cycle of energy being thrown back and forth can continue and become more vicious, intolerable, and heartbreaking. All right. So most often, either or both parties will search elsewhere for an empathetic ear to simply listen. So it is time to take the reins and break free from these energetic and emotional mind games. Communicate truthfully about how you feel and express yourself calmly and with love. Speak with love, all right? Give the other party an opportunity to express their feelings truthfully and allow them to speak freely without interruption or resistance. Okay. Understand that meeting someone how they meet you is not always the best way. So if someone's always cutting you off and then you go about cutting you off, you're just cutting them off. You're just continuing the cycle. So try to breathe and allow people to speak without interruption. All right. And then you will also should speak without interruption and express yourself fully. The more you practice this art of listening with love, the more you will find others eager to hear what you have to say. Okay. And then you'll go from this place of feeling like I'm not heard all the time to actually being heard deeply, listened to deeply by others. All right. Be mindful of your communication in this situation. Try to sort of elevate yourself, listen fully, listen with your whole heart, listen with your whole spirit. Okay. to others. The act of listening is a very powerful divine art. Okay. When you can listen closely to someone, it is truly a gift. It is truly a gift. Allow yourself to do that. Your final card is compassion. Such a beautiful card. And this card reminds us that compassion starts with yourself. Compassion is one of those energies that is a ever blooming energy. I've been seeing this artwork on, I think, Instagram or something, where it's like this energy, that these images that are in motion, right? And they're sort of ever blossoming and ever blooming. And that is how I see the energy of compassion, because when you hold compassion for yourself, it illuminates out from you and other people. And when you show compassion to others, then they begin to show more compassion. And it just continues to ripple in that way. It's a really beautiful emotion, all right? And this card is your spirit guide saying, first, beloved, show compassion to yourself. All right. Show love and compassion for yourself. Let us go back to where we were. Trust yourself. Okay. The light in you cannot be dimmed. Allow your light to shine even further with this sense of compassion. Embrace the conditions or the judgment that may be around you that are going to be loving towards you, okay? The judgment and the conditions around you that are not showing compassion, let it roll off of you like water off a duck's back, as they say, as we said earlier in this, okay? The card is to remind you that true compassion starts with you. Learn from your experiences, even the challenging ones, and forgive yourself for the experiences that may have caused suffering in some way, all right? This card is also about forgiving another. And sometimes forgiving can be very hard, particularly if the person or the situation caused you a lot of hurt and it cut deep and it like hit wounds, and those wounds continue to emerge, all right? It's natural to react with spite and hate and bitterness and distrust, okay? It's natural to put walls up to protect yourself from further pain. But your guides are asking you to show and choose forgiveness, compassion, and love. Don't close your heart and build walls, because honestly, it does not serve you. It does not serve you. It does not serve the situation. It only takes you further away from your truth. So choose love, because it is through love that others will come to see themselves with more light. Now, please know that this is not meant for situations that are causing you harm, or where you're being mistreated, or where boundaries have been crossed. All right, that's not what this card is speaking to. You can move away from situations that do not serve your highest good. Your guides do not want you to be suffering in a situation in which you're mistreated, or your boundaries. But you can move away from situations with compassion and love. You can speak to a hurt. You can provide forgiveness with compassion and love, because that is something that is internal with you. And as we've said before, your internal world becomes a reflection of your outer world becomes a reflection of your inner world. So what you want to maintain inside is your compassion and love for yourself, and therefore your compassion and love for others. This message is a beautiful message, you all, overall. There is so much goodness in this message, really speaking to compassion and communication, being being clear and focused on your intentions, what you can do with your healing, to be able to heal others, to look to the community and the group to heal the ouch. All right. Also, there may be a reconciliation that's coming in play for you, for sure, because we've also gotten this compassion card. So your guides are really asking you to be compassionate and to allow for that kind of reconciliation to take form in your life, because it will also heal you, heal your mind, body, and soul. Okay. And that's a beautiful thing. And then, this is also talking about working in community. And then it brings us right back to this idea of trust, trusting yourself and trusting in others. And anything that's causing you frustration or pain, Y'all let it roll off of you like water on a duck's back. Okay. And those are my words for today for pile 3. Thank you. This has been the longest message, but I appreciate you being here. I hope that you have a joyful and abundant day. Thank you for joining the Abundant Joy Tarot channel. If you like the messages that you're hearing or what I'm offering you here, I ask that you please like, share, and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you in the next reading. Have a wonderful day, y'all. Bye-bye.